Hello, Pavel. How are you?
Hi, Arthur. I'm good. A little bit nervous, but I'm ready. So, my name is Pavel Ciorici. I am the founder of WPZOOM. It is a WordPress company specialized in premium products for WordPress, themes and plugins. I started this company 11 years ago, and today I'd like to explain you how by combining passion and hard working you can achieve something successful, maybe close to what I did. And I also like to make a quick disclaimer. Despite the hard working in my title, I don't really encourage at all hard working because I don't know, maybe you are good at something, you really have to work hard. And in my case, this helped a lot. So it all started like in 2008 when I launched a WordPress blog with different kind of resources in English. I called it WPZOOM. And since then, we still use this name. It's our company's name. We are today a very successful business with more than 80,000 customers around the world. So I will explain you how, in case you have never heard about WordPress, I will make a quick introduction for you. WordPress is the largest, is the biggest, most popular platform to create websites. It is currently used on more than 30% of all websites in the world. So millions of websites are using it, and you can find all kind of plugins, themes, add-ons to create websites with all the different complexity. In the beginning, WordPress was just a blogging platform, but it took a big turn 10 years ago or so when people started to build business websites using it. That's also when the first premium themes for WordPress started to be released. So being in that in this industry, I also took advantage of this period and opportunity. So without too much programming knowledge, I started to build my first WordPress theme. How I got here? Well, I was passionate about WordPress from 2007 when I started having a personal blog in Romanian, and I like to change my website design template time from time. I used to find nice free themes, and I was simply modifying them to make them more personalized. As you can see in this screenshot, is like a simple theme which I simply added some different backgrounds. So yeah, this is what I like to do. Even though I didn't study programming, it was just a hobby of mine. I used to make websites from the school. I made first time I made a website with my school and so on. So yeah, slowly, WordPress. I was really passionate about WordPress, and time from time I used to write on my blog different articles about WordPress, different resources, until some of my friends, including Arthur, I think, suggested that it would be better to take this thing to the next level. Maybe create a separate blog in English, for example, so you can reach a larger audience. But I was a little bit nervous doing that because this was a big challenge for me. I used to write in Romanian, but this involved to write in a different language, in English. So I didn't have an experience, but yeah, in the end, I decided to do it. I launched the blog. It became quickly very popular with thousands of subscribers and monthly readers. I used to write different articles about WordPress in English, very quality articles with useful resources. And in the end, it seems that not so many people actually paid too much attention to mistakes in case I had any. So yeah, this was maybe just a challenge in my mind, and in the end, it was something easy to achieve. It was just the beginning of a big era for WordPress, and I was lucky to be there from the beginning. Also in 2008, many people started to create premium products for WordPress. Like until that, it was okay to find free themes everywhere, but some people started to charge for them because they started to build business themes with additional functionalities. And I used to give them a free promotion, to say so, on my blog. And in return, I would get from them different commissions, affiliate commissions, like 20%, 30%. But I wasn't really happy with that. Uh, I thought that I can do more on that. Maybe I can have a bigger slice from this cake, you know. So why not try to release my own products? I have already the audience. I will just release them and sell them on my website. So this is how it all started. It took me like about 3 months, and in the end, in February 2009, I released my first WordPress theme. This is a screenshot of the website at that time. The name was a very unique name. I think I remember I had this name for like half a year. In case I plan to build something, I will definitely use it. So yeah, the releasing of my first WordPress theme was a pretty big success. Uh, I mean, it was also a big challenge for me without too much programming skills. But thankfully, as WordPress is an open source platform, it has a lot of dozens of contributors and different resources available for free. And this was a very good starting point for me. I could just download and find the needed templates, maybe with a similar design, and I could simply make some adjustments and yeah, make a better design, and then I will easily release it as a new product. So the results after the releasing of my first product on my website was a big success. After that, I started to work on another theme, and by the end of 2009, we already had more than 2,000 customers and 13 themes in our collection. Also during that year, I approached a developer and I offered him to join the team so we can work together. Maybe he had some skills in development. I was better in something else like marketing, communicating, writing content, designing the themes. And together in 2010 already, we were a team of 4. We had already 27 themes in our website and almost 10,000 customers. I would say the business was very good, especially for two guys who just graduated the university in their 20s. For example, in my case, I didn't even have the chance to have a regular job, yeah, because I was still a student when I launched WPZOOM. And yeah, what worked for me is that I really spent a lot of hours working on what I really enjoy. I really enjoyed making stuff for WordPress, finding new opportunities, experimenting with new designs, and the decision I made at that time really helped. And I'm thankful for this time because even today I live from the earnings yet starting from that time. So yeah, I could easily do something else, what was more specific for that age, like going out with friends, I don't know, playing some computer games and so on. But I kind of feel that this is the right thing for me to do at that time, because I had a big passion for WordPress and I still have it until today. So as I said, business was fine in the first years, maybe because we were lucky and we started to do this product themes to release them in the right time when there wasn't such a big saturation of the market with our products. But what happened next? It was when we had to give more from us, more effort to make the business more sustainable, to make it more scalable, because we just couldn't see ourselves making themes continuously every month. This was a very time-consuming process. Uh, so we decided to make some changes first in our pricing models. We decided that we are not charging enough for what we are giving back to our customers. So it was a common practice to charge just one-time fee, let's say $69 for design, and you get lifetime support and updates. And of course, after a few years, we simply decided that this can't work for us in long term. So we thought that by introducing monthly subscriptions will somehow fix this problem, and people will pay us monthly for usage of the themes. But this didn't really work for us because we did such a big change without analyzing data, without asking the customers if they are ready to pay for a theme monthly. And we decided to make other changes. Like the years passed, and every year we tried some different big change. In 2013, I think we tried to increase the prices. But again, for some reasons, maybe because of competitors, maybe because I don't know what was in the mind of the people, they didn't really see this as a very positive thing. So we decided to let's get back to where we were when we were successful. I mean, we were still successful, but we wanted to grow more, to automate things, like to make it easier for us to give a boost to our business, and to reduce the risk. Yeah. Then we started to listen more to our customers and talking directly to them. We wanted to know what are their expectations, what's in their mind, what do they want from us, for what they're ready to pay more. So we understand that people want more value from us, more value for their products. So they maybe it's not okay to change the design of your blog or website every year, but instead let's find a way to keep the same design for longer, for more years, but somehow also to charge the customers for usage, not just a one-time fee. So yeah, we decided that it's a good idea to stop releasing so often new themes, but instead focus on existing ones we already had. So imagine at the time we had about 50 themes in our website for sale, and when there was a big update necessary in all of them, or maybe there was a common bug in all of them, it was really exhausting for us to update all these themes at once. Even though we could automate some of the processes, there still was necessary some manual involvement. So we decided to focus on the themes we already had in our collection and which were very popular. So we showed people that look, this theme has regular updates. We update them several times per year, and it's really worth your money and even more. And this was like the first phase of educating our customers. When they saw that we are really active with updates, we gave them a big trust, and they didn't feel the need to go to a different competitor to look for something new when they could remain with us and pay us every year for updates. And this also helped us to take our business to next level when we introduced annual subscriptions 2 years ago. So yeah, now people don't pay us just one time and use the theme for lifetime, but instead we converted them, to say so, to annual subscriptions, which it's a pretty popular business model now. It's we charge them annually automatically, and in return they get a very good support from us. They get regular updates, security updates, as WordPress also evolves very fast. Like every year there are very big major updates. So yeah, you have to also keep your website up to date, and that's what we do and how we help our customers. Yeah, this is just image to see how this helped us. From basically, we started from zero when we introduced the annual subscription, and now we are at a very high level. When this gives a big confidence in our business, like for at least a few years, we are very safe, and we can focus on working on new products instead of focusing on attracting new customers or keeping existing ones. So I'd like to make a short summary of what I learned during these years. When basically I started without too much knowledge. I got involved in something that I didn't really have any experience. And anyway, I kind of adapted quickly. Or even if I didn't adapt, I kind of found my things that work and don't work. Uh, I always enjoyed the freedom to do what I want and when I want, especially working from home. I started everything I did by working from home. This offered me a big freedom. And I kind of wanted people in my team to adopt the same principles, and maybe they see me hardworking. I wasn't required from them to hard work as well, but maybe they can see me as an example. And if they are fine with this, they can follow it. I wouldn't mind, of course. Um, for example, yeah, I couldn't see myself working with someone differently that just doesn't have the same principles or can't understand me. Uh, for example, I studied business administration at university, but it's a total different thing when you have to manage a team remotely. So I always prefer to have a very small team. In the first years, yeah, I used to work in three or four. Uh, because having a small team gives me the flexibility to quickly switch from a project to another. For example, during a day, I can easily be a support technician. I can make a design. I can write a blog post. I can code some stuff, and I like when the people in my team are also as flexible as I am. In case something happens, you know that someone can help with different things, different stuff, but it's not in their position. To put in other words, I really appreciate people who also truly dedicate, just like me, on the thing we are working on. In long term, this really helps to build trust uh, and, of course, to grow the business. Uh, as I said, we are a remote company from the beginning, with some small periods when we had an office for a small part of the team. But generally, this helps us to have more time to think about what's important, to be more productive, instead of spending time on commuting and I don't know, like moving chairs or tables to home from the office during the pandemic. And we also don't really like to have too many distractions or to use too many tools. Use at WPZOOM as few tools as possible, because what we found that when we try to implement some new technology, it takes a little bit of time to learn it, or maybe to use it on a daily use. So yeah, even simple things, if they can be achieved by simple meeting, simple call, then you don't really have to have regular check-ins, or I don't know, like tracking time and so on. So this being said, in 2020, I consider WPZOOM a very successful company. We have more than 50 products for WordPress on our website. Yeah, of course, we started doing themes, but slowly we are also adopting creating plugins. There's more possibilities nowadays with these ideas, and we have customers from 150 countries around the world, even some big names like Citroën, Peugeot, Barnes and Noble, Vacuum have used in the past or are still using our products on different websites they create, like maybe some subsites, some product presentations. And as long as WordPress continues to grow, and this is seen in the data we have, we will also continue to do what we are good at. We don't really try to complicate things. So far for us, WordPress themes are a big success. We are very good at this. People already know for us for doing great themes, offering a very good support. We have many loyal customers, even let's say customers who are with us from the beginning for 10 years. And yeah, sometimes customers are just ready to pay for whatever new product we launch. They fully trust us, and this really means a lot to us. And this was possible to achieve only by hard working, like really focusing on what's important, listening to your customers, providing an excellent support, and sometimes we really went above and beyond with our support. And yeah, you just don't have to stick to some specific rules and refuse customers when they ask for something that's not related to your theme. This didn't work for us. We went more than that. We went ahead and sometimes we provide assistance which shouldn't be covered by their by the package they bought from us. And this is like free marketing. We in our first in our four or five first year, we didn't even have a marketing plan or didn't invest in anything because the blog we kind of converted from a popular blog to a business, WordPress business. So we already had an audience. We just needed to create a product and sell to them. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say today. I hope this that my story, to say so, will inspire someone what you can achieve by overcoming your challenges and taking them out of your mind, combining the passion, combining the hard working. If you're not good enough skilled at a specific thing, so yeah, this worked for me. I hope it will work for someone else as well.